All right, folks, guess what? We're here again. I'm going to be real quick about it. We're live on YouTube. I'm going to come right over here. Phrasing, as always. Warframe, too easy. And we're good to go. Let's go live on TikTok. We can say, of course, what's up, TikTok? It's good to see you guys. Folks, I'm not here to get distracted. I'm here to get going. We've got some real serious gameplay going on right now. Because this is the last Steel Pass Circuits video I will ever do. Or maybe if they add more weapons, but you get the idea. Right now I'm going for the Gamma Core Incarnon and the Angstrom Incarnon. And those will be the last two Incarnons that I need. And then my whole list is cleared out. And then I have a bunch of new, pretty decent weapons that I have to rank up in the usage list. So we're going to be moving on to some different content. Dude, we've got Void at the 1 minute mark on YouTube. Nice, dude. Shout out Void. Welcome in, Void. Of course, this is Steel Pass Circuits. So I'm getting distracted as always, but it's just classic gameplay. We're going right into it. Not messing around. I think everything's good. I think we can just get going. Let's just do this. Here we go. Of course, solo Steel Pass Circuits. If anyone wants to join me, we'll figure it out. There are a couple ways we can do it. I'm up to being excuse me. I'm up to being resourceful when it comes to that. Jesus Christ. What time am I at? 2 minutes? I think I can say whatever I want on YouTube. I think I'm fine. Of course, I am getting distracted. I'm going to take a drink of delicious Coca-Cola. And then we're going to get going. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to go. This is Steel Pass Circuits. We're 2 minutes in. This is all we're doing. All day. I got the Incarnate Angstrom. What do you think? It's like a homing bullet. How many shots do you have? Is it 20 shots? And is it going to give you that multi-shot upgrade? Okay, I think it's got to load for a second, and then it'll be a little bit better in a second. I'm hoping, folks. I'm hoping right now. It's not looking too great. Let's see what we got. As you can see, you'll notice something a little bit different about all of my frames. I did end up getting the Signas. Oh! Tenant Ferox. That's gonna be our carry. We have also got Azathane, which is absolutely also a carry. So once again, I am of the school of thought of, I could do Vasto Incarnon to nuke a boss. Oh, that's not a bad idea. But I don't think it'll work on that. I think I might rather take Twin Roga. Let's look at the Twin Roga build. Okay, good. It's just prime heated charge. I don't know if this guy will deal enough damage. I think we might have to use Vasto. But anyway, I don't want to get caught in that position. What's Void saying? 120. It gives no increase in multi-shot, but okay, that's fine. So as long as it doesn't have that upgrade that halves or like divides your total bullets by 5, then I'm pretty much fine. Oh, I forgot how to play this game. Definitely Wormling's Aid. That is an S tier. That is an S tier decree right there. Just a free bonus hit. Like, who doesn't love it? I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. So it's like how big is the AoE then? Is the AoE only probably like 2 or 3 meters? Because if it's gonna get, so it's like kind of like the Latum, I guess you would say. I guess the Latum is the example I would give. Like kind of a smaller AoE, but like super high fire rate, I guess. Is that kind of what I'm thinking? Because it says like fireball, so I'm assuming it's basically more like a, maybe even like a funky beam or something, with a little bit of an AoE. Very short, like not even seen short. Oh, like the AoE is just like 1 or 2, like 1.5 or 2 meters. I mean, that's kind of a Latum vibe. I don't know. The Latum is just way too strong. So maybe it's a bad comparison, but folks, I love it. Most of these weapons are like, they're pretty much fine. Like you can use them wherever you want. I'm not gonna use like a pistol and a melee weapon in most, like in conjunction survival Steel Path, but that's like pretty much it. Like I can do all of the sorties. I can do most of the Archon hunts. Like all that shit is just like so easy at this point that I'm like, yeah, use whatever frame you need to. use a fucking pistol and a melee, because then you can guaranteed rank up the pistol in your usage list. Because it's like, oh my god. Because otherwise, it's like, dude, you're just gonna bring like even an S tier melee weapon, or excuse me, primary weapon will just completely outclass like almost all pistols, like except for like the strongest 5 pistols in the game. I would say like even an S tier, like this, this Tenet Ferox is kind of putting in work, but you get what I mean, folks. It's mostly about usability at this point for me. Like, how easily can you just slot in like a random warframe and a random weapon and just know that you're not going to have to worry about anything? Like, obviously Korra is the carry in this situation because of Ensnare, because you can just do that, and then suddenly the Tenet Ferox like is deleting 5 enemies, in a couple shots. It's like, come on, folks, it's too easy. I think I have some kind of negative zoom on this guy. Like, look at the zoom. There's no zoom. Oh my god, here we go. Okay. So of course I just need to be spamming Ensnare. Like, that's pretty much the whole gameplay. Let's go in here. I mean, yeah, you're seeing it. We're just clicking these guys. We're literally just not even doing anything. I don't know why I can't ensnare them, but once I do, I mean, this is probably the worst place to possibly use ensnare, just because like it has that hole over there, so they're gonna drop in the hole. The enemies, they're gonna fall, and it's just gonna be annoying. But I do think this dude is actually down here too. Okay, cool. Very good. Very good, too easy. Whoop. And then you come out of here. I want to kind of keep them more towards the stairs, I guess. I'm kind of running out of energy. I need to spam this a little bit more. Maybe it's time for some Azathane action. I mean, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna die. Jesus. Come on, guys. Did you see that? That was this guy. The Thrax Legatus just deleted me for like 3/4 of my health. Like, Jesus Christ. And I'm rocking a tank. Like, this is a triple Umbra tank. Like, she has, what, 75-80% damage resistance built in from like 1,000 armor. I mean, maybe it's not 1,000, but it's pretty close. Dude, I was gonna say, folks, we are at 277 subscribers on YouTube, and we're at 38.99 on TikTok. So I think the next follower will be 3,900, and then it's like, bro, I mean, 4,000 isn't even halfway towards getting playlists, but it's like, dude, huge shout out to the community. I mean, some of the videos, like, if you go like deep in the usage in my, excuse me, not the usage, if you go like deep in my profile on TikTok, you'll find like there'll be like 4 there we go, there's Eric Rodriguez. I think Eric is officially 3,900. And of course, yeah, 4,000, not even 5,000, not even halfway to the goal. But I mean, absolute shout out. I mean, it was crazy. Like, I remember like when I was running out of Elden Ring videos, like I was running out of ideas to like do as a series for Elden Ring. I was like, fuck, what else am I? And then I was just like, oh god, I'm just gonna have to make the switch. I'm gonna have to do the transition, swap over, do some game reviews, and in the end, like over like a insanely long period of time, like it has come around. Like definitely, like, dude, Snaky Bus has 400,000 views. I was like, why? And it's all because people are like, this shit is not worth $10. And I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna say one way or another. I'm not gonna say anything. I think it's a pretty cool game, but yeah, like, I definitely have money to spend on like weird games. Will you make videos on the secondary incarnates? Yeah. So the Bratton video is coming out on Saturday. And then after that, we're moving on to secondary incarnates. And that's why I need both of these incarnates before Saturday so I can properly review them. Or I need them before Wednesday, really, because that's when I'm going to record my, my script. And so I'm going to need to be like, okay, this is my definitive secondary incarnate tier list. Venomous Touch, I will snag that. Venomous Touch is just, it just sounds weird. It just sounds weird, folks. I don't know how else to say it. It's just, oh my god. We're getting distracted as always. This is an excavation type. I fucking hate excavations so much. Let's see. Do we take Dueler's Outburst? That's a... Oh my god. Whatever. I could re-roll it, but I might as well just take Duelist Outburst. Is that how you say it? Anyway, let's see what Void's saying. I honestly think Incarnate Angstrom is the third best secondary Incarnate. Dude, that's good to know. Because Incarnate Angstrom is the second one. So I'm gonna get the Gamma Core like way early, and I'm assuming the Gamma Core is gonna be like absurdly easy to charge, just because it's literally just a laser. It's classic iconic laser moment, like way too easy. So it's gonna be like instant charge, and of course I think it's basically like the lens, except it also pulls enemies in. So I'm hoping for like a 6 meter range. If it was like 5 or 6, I think I would be pretty happy with that. But you know, it's just absolute classic at this point. But yeah, I think, dude, that was the thing, is like when Echoes of Deviri came out, like it really shifted my whole tier list. Like a lot of weapons moved to the top of the tier. Like both of them, the Boar and the Gorgon, were like huge standouts for me. Like, because the Gorgon was essentially just the Stalta. The Gorgon was the Stalta with fire damage, and you know me, like I've just loved fire damage more and more, and the fact that the Incarnants are like double dipping in fire, and you're just like, oh my god. Like even the pistols are like, yeah, we're gonna give you built-in fire damage, of course. I mean, we know how you play at this point. We know the gameplay. One full charge with the Angstrom, and boom, you get a full Oh, because it's just direct hit, so you just hit something with enough health, and then every single rocket will just insta-charge it. Okay, pretty easy. I mean, it's a classic. Like, you can't go wrong with the Incarnants. That's what like, the biggest thing is, like, you get caught with your pants down sometimes, and you're at the last charge of your Incarnate, and it's like, oh, you're gonna get the... What am I trying to say? The Sentient, you're going to get the Acolyte, and then you're also going to get the Thrax enemy all at once. Right when your pants are down, that's when the game is going to fuck you. Like, I hate to phrase it like that. I did not intend for it to come off that harsh, but seriously, like with the Incarnates, that's always been my thing, is like I always am out of charge exactly when I need to. Like I'm torqued when I don't need to, and then I'm just running out of steam like exactly in the moment that I need it to be. And I don't know what it is. Like well, it's just me being dog shit. Like, you gotta keep track of the time, but it'll always get me. Like, it's such a cool mechanic, and the fact that you have to get headshots on a lot of weapons like really sucks. It's a pain in the ass, but it means that like maybe what you're saying is like even the base form is good at like deleting a boss, because you just headshot them. Wait, I missed what Surge said. What do you do to not get bored, bro? I feel like it's way too repetitive. Oh, I totally missed that. That was a while ago, Surge. For me, the usage list has really been, well, first of all, getting everything, having every Warframe, playing every Warframe. But what I realized is, like, there's no good way to play every Warframe unless you sort by the usage list. Because the usage list essentially forces you to, like, look yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, I hate mag. Like, mag is, like, at the bottom of my usage list. Like, you gotta, like, be like, oh, God, I gotta figure out a mag build where I'm not dying, like, all the time. Because it was like Limbo I always use, because, you know, he has his weird usages, like doing Riven, like upgrade, like openings and all this shit. Like, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't use Limbo. Like Ivara, I'm not gonna use her because she has an actual use outside of gameplay. I actually think you should build the Angstrom for crit and less status, because it, yeah, no. I think I already built it for crit. I think I might have a Riven for it that's like fire crit or something, like some criminal Riven. That's always usually, whenever I've been looking at these Incarnates, I'm always like, oh my god, the Incarnate, the Riven I have for this weapon is like so absurd and just way too fucked up. And it's like, what are these stats? Like, I remember the Latron Incarnate Riven was like damage, crit chance. I was like, fuck off. Oh my god. I'm still looking for an Angstrom Riven. But this is the thing. Once it becomes OP, then the Riven is like 300 instantly. I always buy unrolled for that reason. Like, I have like 500,000 Kuva at this point, because I just don't roll Rivens anymore. Because I have like 270. Like, I'm literally about to run out of Riven capacity. or 170, not 270. I want them to just be like, hey, once you buy all the Riven slots, give me infinite. Because then I'll just have a Riven for every weapon. Because right now I have a Riven for a lot of weapons, but most of them are primary weapons because, I don't know, I've just found that, like, primary weapons just kind of love, like, you get a good Riven, you're just like, the entire game becomes easy mode. Like, that's what I've said to a lot of people is just like, hey, play the game for long enough that you can get a Riven for like a random primary weapon and then be like, oh, what does this weapon actually play like? And it's like, oh, now with Incarnate, it's like, oh, if you grind and get to Steel Path circuits, then you get yourself like a criminal Incarnate form. Like, you get this, you get a Torrid Riven or something. You get a fucking Burstin Riven. Suddenly this weapon is like so, like, when you compare it to a lot of, I mean, oh my god, I think it really just comes down to, like, you gotta, like, love a couple weapons, but eventually, like, the whole goal is just, like, have everything, play everything. That's basically it. Try to play every weapon. At least my philosophy is, like, at least with the usage list, you can be like, okay, this weapon is just a sniper rifle. I'm not gonna use it. So it's gonna stay in its position. It's not gonna move up in the usage list. It's not gonna, like, join the ranks of, like, the Tenet Ferox. Like, you get what I mean? Like, especially with pistols, there's a lot of pistols that I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay not using. Like, all the full auto pistols, I'm like, yeah, whatever. If it's not like a Latum, if it's not some weird full auto that's like really, really criminal, like, I'm not gonna use it. There's a lot of full autos in the game. A lot. Like, you really need, like, some weird one like the Sepulchrum. Like, I think, who was it? I also saw Hammond Hammy was in chat. We're gonna get him in some gameplay. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Dude, I also want to say, I'm going to get around to Lies of P. I'm going to get around to, what was the other one that I was thinking about? What was I thinking about? Lies of P. There was another really popular one that came out. I just got around to Raven's Watch. I do want to say that one came out, and it only had one stage, and now it has 2 stages, which is a little bit better, but it's you know, it's from the Curse of the Dead Gods developers, so it's like instant classic, and it really was like, it's a completely different take. It's like a new idea, you know. It's more of like a classic Survivor, where you got this big open field, like, you're just running around doing objectives. You got a bunch of enemies to fight. They're all like constantly spawning, but like the spawning is slower. Like, it's more like they have spawn zones that they spawn in, but it's still like a very similar idea. And, you know, you kill enemies, you rank up. Like, it's a lot more stripped down, but it, you know, in a lot of ways it's not. Like, it's very cool. Spin to win sword. Oh my god. Void, you said it. You couldn't have said it better. You seriously couldn't have said it better. It is the spin to win sword. No, like, the two-handed Nikana is, like, so criminal. Like, the heavy attack for the two-handed Nikana is just, like, so fucked up that it's like, come on, folks. It's way, way too criminal. Like, it's easy gaming. It's just, like, simple gaming. You're seeing I'm getting fucking red crits just because, you know, you've got the triple Umbra tank, you've got the Arcane Avenger combo. You know, like, I always see, like, you know, there was a long time ago that I saw, you know, I was looking up builds for the oh god, what is it? It's Gyre's weapon. The what is that one called? The Alternox. Yeah, the Alternox. It shoots orbs of energy, but the big thing is the orbs have infinite body punch through, I think, or they have at least punch through. But the thing is, it had really dog shit damage stats. So I saw this dude and he was like, oh, here's the strat. Just use Arcane Avenger. And he was like using it on Nidus. And I was like, oh, why is he using it on Nidus? And he's like, oh, because what I was using on Nidus was Arcane Guardian, which is essentially useless because, you know, there's kind of a cap. There's like a soft cap to damage reduction on armor when you get to, like, you know, like 1,000 armor, like 1,200 armor, you get about 80% damage reduction, and you're pretty much fine after that. You don't really need to go higher than like 1,200. Like, once you hit that, you're pretty much fine. Do you have a sleight attack crit chance Riven? No. I have Arcane Avenger, and so it's like the crit chance bonus that you're getting from, you know, just using the heavy attack is already so high that it's just way too criminal. I'm not even getting, look, I'm not even getting, there's Arcane Avenger. So now I'm tipping the scale, so I'm over 200. So before I was over 100 and I was very close to 200, but now I'm easily over 200 on the heavy attack because I'm only getting orange crits, and I would say every 3 or 4 hits I'm getting a red crit. So it's like about a 30% chance, maybe like a 25% chance I would estimate. So I'm maybe at like 225 after you're getting Arcane Avenger. So that's kind of my best estimate. That's for Void. To be honest, it looked like you were slide attacking. No. I'm just, the heavy attack is just the heavy attack. But yeah, I'm hitting them so many times, and the Venomous Touch is triggering so often that it's like lagging my game. So this is kind of the optimal DPS. Like once you're fucking lagging your CPU, then it's like, yeah, you're playing Warframe now. Before, you know, this is why I do solos, because like it's more about like the enemies kind of build up and then you clear them all out all at once. Because a lot of weapons, you know, to really do a lot of damage, you kind of prep the weapon and then you unleash it, just because there's a few steps to go through. You know, hit the roar buff, hit the ensnare, let them all group up, and then you just kind of go wild. You saw that. Like as soon as I grouped every enemy near the target, like the heavy attack literally incinerated all of them instantly. Like it was way too criminal. But that's pretty much Warframe in a nutshell. Like when you're down and dirty in the real gameplay, like if you have a carry weapon, which is what any two-handed Nikana is, a carry weapon. Any S tier primary weapon can easily be a carry weapon in Deviri. This is the thing, is like Deviri has become my new gauge for how good a weapon is. Like doing steel pass circuits is basically me being like, does this weapon compete in a weird situation? So let's say I'm not using Korra. Let's say I don't have ensnare. The Azathane as a two-handed Nikana would still definitely keep up. I would say you might struggle a little bit if I was swapping over to the Tenet Ferox, which is an S tier primary, because it, you know, doesn't have like a huge AoE, but it definitely does have an AoE. So it has this pretty absurd kind of group clearing capability. There's an absurd lag spike, but we're still okay. So there you go. You're kind of seeing it. And, you know, of course, we have what's it called? Wormling's Aid. We have Wormling's Aid, so you're getting those bonus shots. But, you know, what you're really seeing is, like, honestly, Azathane does better. You heard it from me, folks. Yeah, we're at 72 FPS. I mean, we're really great. I'm putting him through his paces right now. I'm gonna die. I already did die. Oh my god. I just saw the game and I remembered I had 10 Trinity Primes in my inventory. I thought my build was good. It's kind of hard to have a bad build, honestly, folks, in Warframe. Like, if you know how to play the game and you know, if you have all the mods, it's hard to have a bad build, folks. Like, you know, it's more about, like, having the synergy. Like, Korra is the most broken Warframe synergy in the game because she is a... let's break it down. So there's a very specific way that I define a Warframe as a synergy. We have things like grouping, crowd control, which is Korra's second ability, and snare. But then Korra is also a triple Umbra tank, which is a, you know, kind of a defensive bonus, and then she's also a double buff frame. So she has 3 synergies going for her. So that means as long as I have Roar active, as long as I have Arcane Avenger active, I have a double damage buff. I'm clearing enemies out like it's nothing. I'm dealing an insane amount of damage. And so, especially when you talk about melee weapons in Deviri, what you're really talking about is getting some criminal damage buffs. Like you're seeing, I have Smoldering Strike, I also have Duelist Outburst, and I also have Venomous Touch. So I'm getting bonus fire damage, bonus toxin damage, and bonus attack speed. So my melee weapon is just like, I don't know, it's like Kratos moment or whatever you want to call it. Like just like god tier at this point. I still need to craft the Deviri Spear. Oh, dude, the Deviri Spear is pretty cool. It's better just as a spear than as like a thrown weapon, but if you can actually hit someone with it, it does a lot of damage. And honestly, I think I built it for fire damage. Because it's like you might as well build it for fire damage to get like a bonus heat proc, but it also just does, it has like a big, I think it does a lot of like blast damage, so I don't know if that build necessarily works. So you gotta really test it out. It's a weird one. It works better as a spear. I'll say that. I think I put a slash mod on it in the end just to buff the slash damage. That's pretty much it. Adaptation is carrying. Yeah, dude, I love adaptation. Like, Adaptation is like an instant slot on all of my frames. Like literally all of them except for like maybe Revenant. Yeah, Revenant and like Rhino, and that's pretty much it. I might even take it off of like Styanax and who else? Styanax and probably even Kullervo. But I think Kullervo kind of likes it because in certain situations you're a little bit dangerous. A little bit stressed out. Let's see what Ham and Hammy's got me. Anpu Sugatra. Yeah, that's the thing, folks. Like, if you're playing this game right, it's hard to do it wrong. Like, you really got to be fucking something up to not, like, keep up at this point. It's not too difficult. Oh, it's Mesa Prime. Oh, let's see. Let's see what Ham and Hammy's got me, and then we're going to get him in some gameplay. Oh, solo. Yeah, we're going invite only. I'm going to see who's got the better build. Because I can easily do this solo, so I might as well just be me and Ham and Hammy. Dude, the Wiser 20s. Ham and Hammy in the gameplay. Let's see what his Mesa looks like. Oh, ooh. Black and purple. And then, oh, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a bonus energy, I would assume. Or maybe casting speed. The Wiser 20s following. Shout out. The black and the purple and this big armor. I love adding some girth to the shoulders for a lot of frames. I think it adds a lot to the look. I don't know if this is I think this is just base Mesa Prime skin. It looks incredible. I love the. If this is just base Mesa, it looks insane. Me and my homeboy don't like wasting water, so we shower together. Dude, that's killer. Otis Milk TV, shout out. I love it. That's base, dude. I love it. Way too sick. Anyway, we're getting distracted. Let's get back into some gameplay. We did rank 1. Let's go in for another one. Ooh, Exilus Warframe adapter. Never gonna craft that. Arcane Reaper. Arcane Reaper. Arcane Reaper. Excuse me. That sounds pretty smart. Water bills are rising. I mean, yeah, you could. But it's pretty much can only be 2. But at least with 2, you're saving half the water, so it is good. I think that's the smartest thing I've heard all day. So, shout out Otis Milk TV. Anyway, who do we got? Hugatra Sugatra, dude. I'm taking fucking Stalker, but I'm only taking. Oh, which one do I take? Okay. Quick. Somebody needs to be quick in chat. Ignis Wraith or Aelak. Both of these are true meta weapons, so they're gonna carry regardless. So tell me. Somebody quickly. One or two. Ignis or Aelak. Give me something. I want some chat response. I want some call-in response from chat. Let's see what you guys got. I'm waiting on Ham and Hammy. Ham and Hammy. Oh, he's also got Stalker. Wait, is this a double Stalker run? Wait. Who's gonna? Nobody's gonna. Okay, I think we just got to go in. I think we got to take Aelak. I think Aelak's gonna be more efficient. I'm gonna take Halikar. 1. Okay, there we go. Marshall Flowers calls it. That's Ignis. We're gonna take Halikar, and we're gonna take Lado Incarnin. No way, we get Lado Incarnin. We might not even use. Okay, what's the thing? Wormling's Aid. Oh, way too criminal. Ignis, yes, double vote for the Ignis. We're going Ham and Hammy. It's a double Stalker run. We're going raw. We're ready to do it. I've never been more ready in my life. This is gonna be way too easy. He's got the Brahma. What else does he have? He's got the Skiajati. He's got the Epitaph. Oh my god, dude. He's got triple S tier all around. Like, he's got S tier weapons guaranteed. Like, I'm gonna go look for shinies. This is gonna be way too easy. I don't think I can teleport. I think I have the Ash teleport. I don't think I have the Kullervo teleport. Yeah, I have to like I have to teleport to an enemy. Okay. It's good to get the double vote for Ignis. That's very reassuring. We're gonna go over here. Oh, somebody's getting hit. Somebody's getting hit real nasty. How many shinies do we have? There's a shiny. I can't believe I missed that. It's too cringe. That's 2. Come on, one more. Do it for me. There's the last one. Too easy. Okay, now we go. I think I do need to rank up the Lado, so I think I will be using the Lado. There we go. Too easy. Fully torqued. So I'm not even going to be using, I think this is invisibility. There we go. Way too criminal. Way too criminal. Look at this. I'm going to be just clearing these guys out like it's just nothing. Okay, I like it. Good to see. Come over here. Yeah, I mean, if the Lado is this easy to charge, I mean, easy come, easy go, folks. Am I right or am I right? I mean, we're going to be dumping this. We're going to be really just dumping it. Look at that. Instant charge. Instant. Ooh. Way too dirty. Oh, no, dude. Lado and Karnan, top tier. Instant classic. I mean, there's really only a few Incarnans that I don't really like. Like the Vasto Incarnan, do not like that one. Definitely do not like that one. Dude, here's the thing. I think, I don't know. I think you can actually get crit damage on the Epitaph if you build it. I'm not sure, though. How much damage is this doing? Let's go invisible. What the fuck? Here we go. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. Easy. 500,000. I mean, that's pretty good. That's an easy clear. It's not a lot. Like you can get millions. We got Aotex in chat. Zinder in chat. Dude, are we gonna get Zinder in some gameplay? Zinder, I know you can get in here easily. I know you can get in this gameplay. This is a Halakar Wraith. This is like the bottom tier glaive, but it's still a glaive, so yeah, you're right, it is still fucking carrying, but it does need a little bit of help. And honestly, I think the Lado Incarnate is carrying a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Good to see Ham and Hammy using that ability. It is very criminal. Devere gameplay, yes. I still need to form us so much. Yeah, Marshall. Oh my god, dude. Zinder, yes, I'm down to do some Steel Pass Kuba Survival. I do need to... Dude, we're doing we're doing Steel Pass circuits all day. That's all we're doing. Steel Pass circuits all day. Nothing else. We're doing an hour and a half of it. I'm trying to get the... Oh! Do I take Majestic Strike? I think I have to take Majestic Strike. Fuck. Oh my god, that was crazy. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, did he find all the shiny? No. I think there's one more shiny to find. Looking for shinies. Back at it. We got... Wait, who else was saying? Oh, my bad. No. No, dude. Aotex, it's good. This is my philosophy. All glaives are just better than other melee weapons. Most glaives can just compete. Like, as long as you get a little bit of squishing them up, like you soften them up a little bit, you can pretty much clear them out too easily. I love the whole primer, like secondary primer plus glaive combo is just absolutely absurd. Like Epitaph glaive, Kuva Nucor glaive, like honestly, like the gaze plus the glaive. That's G-A-Z-E, folks. G-A-Z-E. But I do want to say I love the gaze, like both the gaze and the gaze. Vicious Barb, I'll take that. Let's get into it. I don't know. I love chasing things as Revenant with the hate scythe. Oh yeah, dude. And I think the hate finally doesn't stagger you, because the whole thing about the hate that I hated was that you would just hit somebody and then you would get bounced backwards, and I was like, oh my god, here we go again. But I think that no longer happens, and it's a little bit more like the ceramic dagger. Like I think it's a lot easier for me to use. Oh my god. But don't worry about it, folks. I love the hate. I think I ranked it as number 2, like right under the ceramic dagger, and only because the ceramic dagger has, it shoots like more. It shoots like a flurry of knives. That's pretty much the big one. But then it also scales off of heavy attack damage, so it definitely really keeps up. What are we gonna use in this situation? Probably this guy. Then I think we can clear all these guys out at once. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna do okay? Yeah, you can pretty much just spam it. Spam it. Excuse me, folks. I hope that did okay. I'm not really sure. This might be a situation where we need the Ignis. Let's see how good this guy does. Oh, let's definitely go invisible for this. Get a little bit more heat damage. See, this is the thing. Ham and Hammy is priming them up for me. So we're going to get into some serious gameplay right now. I mean, you just click them for a little while and they all die. Like, the Ignis is just a classic Funky Beam. It's just way too easy. But this is only wave 1, so we've got a ways to go. But yeah, this is what you're seeing. Like, Ignis, I think I ranked, like, insanely high on, like, the meta primary tier list. Like, it is one of the strongest weapons to use. What am I missing? Always Majestic. I use Praetos for the speed added. Dude, genius level. It's a bit more fluid moving now. Dude, I love it. No, like, I love this game. Like, for me, I don't even need to be looking at the game to know how to bullet jump in a circle. So, like, bullet jump back and forth and let enemies kind of group towards you. I definitely need to be invisible. But yeah, like, Ham and Hammy is priming them up, and then I'm basically just clearing them out with the Ignis. Like, you get a couple fire procs, you get a couple slash procs, you're just rocking and rolling. It's the slash proc rock. Oh god, dude, that's too dope. Oh, I was about to sing, but never. I don't think I ever will. But that's a good one. I'll keep that one in the memory bags. That's a pretty good one. Slash proc rock. It's a proc rock. You like prog rock? This is proc rock. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a lot of shit. Did you see they removed the Gara stack disappearing between rounds? Oh, so now you can actually build it up infinitely again. What else did I miss? Sheesh, red crits, dude, A-attacks, that's classic. Hate slaps. I mean, hate number 2 on the melee incarnates, too easy. What else am I missing? I'm actually 3D printing a life-size hate. Dude, I mean, the hate looks so sick. So sick. But now that we have, like, the heavy scythe, it's like, oh my god, the Hespar is, like, so awesome looking. It's so absurd. I'm like, oh my god, this is way too cool. The Stalker, very funny to play with. Magus Anomaly. Wait, why with Magus Anomaly? Oh, Magus Anomaly to group them up. Yeah, dude, Magus Anomaly is so genius because it's like a permanent grouping ability. It's like such a genius idea. I do still love Magus Lockdown because it's more for me about stopping enemies, you know, like stronger enemies, like preventing them from doing anything. Like especially the like the, I don't know what you would call them, the I guess the sentients. I almost forgot that word again. But yeah, those guys are a big one. The Thrax enemies are a big one. Like definitely also the demolishers in the disruption modes. What else are we missing? They need to disable Jackal, disabling your abilities. I gotta really pay attention. Dude, the 3 million Splinter on Gara is like, that's awesome. I love hearing that. Like, I know how it works. Will I ever do it? No, not really. I think Gara, I just built her as like a Arcane Avenger frame. Oh, am I just eating up all the ammo on the field right now? Oh, I don't have... Wait a minute. I don't have Vigilante supplies on this or something? No, I do. Wait, no, I don't. Oh, is it because this guy isn't in... Oh my god. No, I don't think I have Vigilante supplies on this. I think I need to Forma the Ignis Wraith. Maybe this happened to me before. But yeah, I'm running out of ammo. This is a... insanely cringe. Okay, there we go. I think now we're picking up ammo a little bit better. Yeah, we're going to lock these guys down and then spam this. There we go. I mean, it's a little bit slow in the end. Like the whole, you know, folks, the whole like the Eximus part at the end, it always takes forever. This part takes so long. I've been investing into Frost Prime with Thermal Sunder, dude. That is a genius build. The Thermal Sunder build is also a very cool build that I don't really understand fully, but I love the use of armor strip. For me, I'm always like, I pretty much use Breach Surge or like a grouping ability, and that's basically it. Rising Agony, I feel like I should take. Although Proficient Fight, no, I'm going to take Rising Agony. Okay. And this one is a freebie. This is also the last one, and then we're going to go in for another one. Because I always swap out after every zone. That's the big thing. the big thing. So we can get as many different warframes, as many different weapons. That's kind of the whole point. So I'm literally just gonna speed run this level. We're done when we finish this, and then we'll just go in for another one because I want to see if I can get someone else in this game mode. Is Mag Prime still good? Yeah, I love Mag Prime. For me, I use Mag Prime. So her pull, her 1 is really, really good now. Her 1 is like the best grouping ability, but it means you need to build for range, and you need a ton of range. Because if you can do a max range, 280% range, like you can get 60 meters on the pull, which is like an entire arena. Like you can pull in every enemy right in front of you in the entire arena, like tile set. Because you know how like survivals work. There's basically there's a entrance hallway, and then you have an arena, and then you have a hallway and arena, and so on and so forth. And so that's the basic gist of how survivals work. So you're trying to maximize getting all the enemies in the middle arena and then pulling them all in. And 3 strength charge. Yeah. I think I did it. I think I managed to do it with growing power and 1 Tau Forged Red. And that's how I got enough power strength to use her 4th ability with Fracturing Crush. And then you get 100% armor strip with that, and you're pretty much good. Because, I don't know, I just never built for duration. Like, I never really found a need for it. Because, you know, like, you get shields from Fracturing Crush. That's the big thing, is, like, when you're surrounded by enemies, you're going to max out your overshields instantly. And it's just going to be way too easy. So it's not really something you need to worry about. But, yeah, I love Mag. She's so fun. And I did end up getting the Signas and the heirloom skins. I know everybody's like, oh my god, you gotta spend money, but it's like, dude, I want a crown. I want the fucking crown. You can't tell me otherwise. And I don't need the glyphs and the fucking, you know, the whatever emote you call it, but you know, like the crown, like having a new appearance slot, like accessory slot, is like, dude, game over. They know what they're doing. They know they're gonna get money off this. They know exactly. She knows exactly what she's doing. I shouldn't have even said that. I shouldn't have even quoted that TikTok sound. It's too bad. Way too bad. Anyway, folks, we're getting distracted. We're getting into some serious gameplay. I mean, this is basically just Steel Pass Circuits in a nutshell. Like, you're just running around, clearing out enemies. Of course, the Void Flood is way too easy, but like the Void Flood is not a stressful game mode. This is our second Steel Pass Circuits, and it's 7:40. So we are 40 minutes into gameplay, and we've only done 2 levels. So we're probably only going to get 4 done in the entire stream, and then this is going to be the last Steel Pass Circuits ever. The Frost skin is sick. Yes. And the Frost skin, the fact that his abs are colored off of his energy color is like game over. So sick. And the fact that I do kind of like the Harka skin. What I found was the Harka is his head is like too big with the Harka. So I needed a Syandana, and I needed an ephemera that like made his shoulders bigger so that his big giant Harka head didn't look as weird. Like, cuz the Harka is like a very big helmet, and it looks kind of weird with that chest plate that you have, you know, with like the frill. And so it's like you kind of have to finagle it a little bit, but I think I made something that looks good. We can show that off. I can show off those skins in a little bit, but yeah, I do fucking love them. Anyway, let's just get into it. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing a bunch of shit again. Where am I at on YouTube? Wait. But I gotta use Magus Melt to take out Jackal limbs if my weapons are doo-doo. Oh, dude, if my weapons suck, I'm kind of just screwed. If it works, it works. Thermosonder Frost is good, but his own abilities have increased range and armor strip. Since can't armor strip on other frames. Oh, yeah. I played Revenant and Mag with my friend, and since my thralls were spreading Nourish, he just pulled them in, and I reaved them. Oh my god, dude, that's pretty sick. The heirloom also gives you an accolade. What's an accolade? Thank god there's no disruption circuit, otherwise we'd actually need guns. Oh my god, dude, like, no, I can't do disruption. Sorry, I had to read all of those all at once because I always get backed up on the YouTube. Anyway, let's look at the heirloom skin. So here's my mag. It's basically just dark tones on all the body pieces, and then you've got the pink on the body, You got the pink energy color, and then of course she's using the wrapped wing. She's got the floaty arms, and she does have a lot of like extra bits on the outside. So I do think she has like a lot of like extra like volume in the back, which I think works pretty well on Mag. And she also has like, I love the floaty skin with Mag. I just love the combo. I think it's really sick. Oh, we got a Rhino Prime look. I have Incarnate Angstrom if you want me to show you. Well, dude, I think I pretty much already figured out what the Incarnate Angstrom is. Yeah, well, if it shows up, it shows. Oh, in the next Deviri. Anyway, here's the Frost skin. So you can see like, this little piece right here, it kind of dips in a weird way. So I needed to add some volume, like behind his collarbone around here in this area. So you can see you have the blue as the abs, and then I do like the Harka skin is just way too sick, and then you have the headpiece on top. Like it's insanity. It's too good. I love it. So it's a good skin, and I do still have the pink on the chest. I think that looks pretty good. I love that look on him, like the whole having one of the chests like have that fucking tattoo. You don't go to level 1000 plus, dude. No way. I have better things to do. That's what I don't understand. Like, endurance runs are like so much of like, dude, if I could play this game for hours, I could be playing Elden Ring, I could be playing fucking Whisker Squadron, I could be playing like, I bought this game called Classic Sport Driving, and it's so much fun. I'm jealous of the skins you own. Good, because I have fucking every single skin. I literally have every single skin. Like, why would I not have every skin at this point? If I have every Warframe, I might as well make them look as good. Like, I've literally gone through and looked at the skins and had to be like, maybe the Prime details would look cool on this Tennogen skin. I can't see, but I'm still going to buy the Tennogen skin and just pray that the Prime details come out looking okay. Like, I did that with the Mesa, I think with the Coup de Grace skin. Like, where's Mesa? I changed Mesa around and turned her back into base Mesa because I didn't like the other one. Like, I think this is the Coup de Grace. Yeah, this is the Coup de Grace skin. And so it's like when you buy the skin, you can't see the Prime accessories. Or maybe you can, but, you know, it's like, you just kind of want every frame to look as good as possible because you want to play every frame and you want to be like, damn, my frames are sick. Like it's like very masturbatory, but isn't that the whole point of every game? You should be like, I love the look of my frames. They all look awesome. God damn. Dude, I love that blue metallic. The blue metallic and then like the aquamarine on the energy color. Dude. Killer. I got you. I'm off on reset day, so I burn steel pass circuits. Yeah, dude, I feel it. Do you do them all at once? Like, anyone who does that is like, god damn, that is like, fuck. Because I have so many weapons that it's really fun for me to be like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I can use a bunch of different random weapons. Where you see how many weapons I've mastered. Oh, you've mastered? Oh, I can show you. Here, I'll just go to my usage list. No, the thing to flex is actually my usage list. Here, we'll go to my profile. Do you want some clout, dude? 715 out of 715. That's fucking clout. You want clout? Okay, let's look at my most used weapons. Most used weapon, Kuva Shakur at 4.8. Kuva Ogress is slowly moving up the list. I still look at this. Ignis Wraith 4.4. Soma Prime 4.6. So Ignis Wraith might end up over Kuva Shakur. Amprex 2.3. It drops off insanely. Shedu at 1.7. Shedu actually kind of rising in the usage list because it's infinite ammo. Fullman, it was a classic long before. Excellitra is still a classic. Excellitra Prime coming out soon. Kuvazar, Insanity, like all these primaries, like instant classic. But like come down here. Like right now, I am working on Bratton Incarnate. So Bratton Incarnate is at 0.6. It needs to be above. It needs to be above. The Vectis, and then it qualifies as an S tier weapon, and then that's pretty much where I'm going to keep it. Like once it gets above the Secura Penta, I'm like, whatever, I'll just never use it again. But then you move higher on the usage list, and then here's the cutoff point. Alternox S tier, Bosmu S tier, Opticor Vandal S tier, Scourge probably S tier, boom, Glaxion Vandal. Maybe a meta tier. Maybe it should be higher on the list. Probusca Cernos, definitely meta tier. Stephalos, maybe not meta tier. A lot of these weapons have been messed up because of the Deviri, but you get the basic idea. Secondary is a lot more clear, but you get the idea. I'm not going to get into it. I'm getting distracted. I meant you can see the accolade in the profile section. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. That was pretty much all I wanted to say. That's Warframe clout right there. We're getting into it. This is tier 3 of the Steel Pass circuits. I think we can easily do tier 4 and still be okay. So let's just get right into it. We had somebody share the live on TikTok. Shout out. Let's just do it. Yeah, dude, Ham and Hammy keeping up nicely. Keeping up super nice. Let's just pray for some god tier gear. And then I think we're pretty much going to be okay. Let's just do it. Too easy. I'm not super worried. Let's come over here. Oh, dude, I love that look. Let's see. Nidus is a yes. Lavos is a no. Let's take Nidus. Oh! Speaking of Proboscis Cernos, we're not going to take Nidus. We're actually going to take Hildren Prime in that case. Because we have Proboscis Cernos. That's a meta tier. I'm going to give him and Hammy some buffs. What the fuck? Why does he have 4,900? Is he going to use Parasitic? Oh, wait, what is Ham and Hammy's build? Oh, no, he has Hildren too. Okay, I don't know why it showed as Grendel. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Which weapon do I want? Oh, definitely dual Ichor and Karnan. Easy clap. Distressor Prime maybe, but then I'm also taking Sadicor. Let's go. Okay, let's do it. Royal Wrath. Too easy. Okay, let's do it. Martial Flowers following. I have a frame in that game. Says Wukong. Dude, I don't know how you got the username Wukong, but that's sick. You said, what's an accolade? If you go to your profile pic in the game... Oh, 10-year supporter accolade. Oh, okay, I see. Show profile. 10-year supporter. Okay, I see. No, heirloom. Okay, I gotcha. So that's the thing that everybody has. Maybe I shouldn't have opened that up. Maybe I just crashed my game. No, I'm fine. Yeah, there's the heirloom. Okay, I got you now. Cool. Okay, so we got a double crit damage decree. So we have the same... Wait, oh, we have different decrees. I think we have different decrees. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, Hildren is insanely mobile. So I'm just going to be looking for shinies pretty much all day. Old E. There's one. Like, you can actually do a slam attack at like a pretty shallow angle. It's kind of hilarious. You can get some pretty good speed going. Because you can roll out of a slam attack and you can see you can get some pretty absurd speed. There's two and there's the last one. Okay, here we go. Now let's do some classic Hildren gameplay. Here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, we're running at 80 right now. We are tanking up. Okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. And I think that's the combo that I want. What's my melee? Oh, primary? Proboscis Cernos, too easy. Proboscis Cernos is going to crash my game. I can almost guarantee Proboscis Cernos is going to crash my game. It always lags my computer so bad. I just know it, dude. I know it. And then you combine it with Breach Surge, and you're just... There's like zillions of status procs. Just damage ticks happening all at once. It's way too crazy. We're at 94 on the FPS. Maybe I should swap over to something like the dual Ichor. What are you guys saying? They need to give Hildren's passive resistance to breaking shields because shields and health get one tapped above level 500. Really? I mean, my whole thing is that's kind of why I use Breach Surge. Is like it's also a stun ability, and it also is going to maximize kind of the damage ticks that are happening from using your 2. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's like, yeah, Hildren does end up being a little squishy, but that's why I'm glad I don't play super high gameplay. Royal Wrath getting to the last level is absolutely insane. Because, like, dude, the dual Ichor and Karnan is already really, really strong. So to make it even stronger is just so fucked up. Too classic. Seriously, way too classic. So yeah, like, you guys are all like 3900, 3901, 3902. Like, you guys are the 3900s. And we're close. I mean, we're going to hit 4,000 sooner than you think, folks. I know it. We're going to come over here. Snag this guy real quick. Too easy. Nice. Look at that. What does he have? Wait. Bratton and Karnan, dude. Bratton and Karnan. Now that is something that I love. I mean, but look at this. I've got infinite shields. I've got infinite shields. And there you go. That's how you do it, folks. I think we literally have the exact same build. I think he also has Breach Surge. Ham and Hammy, use Breach Surge. I know you got it. Use it. I was seeing those Breach Sparks. I was seeing something. I could have sworn it was Breach Surge. No, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe he was using Pillage? I'm not sure. I think I'm just crazy. Dude, hand to hand, sharing the live, shout out. Boom, let's go. Dude, we're gonna clear out tier 3 like lickety split. Yo. It's gonna be way too easy. Alright, too easy. Base kit Hildren. Oh, dude. Yo, base kit coming in clutch. Like, really super strong. And I'm impressed. Because Hildren is really fucking strong. Really, really strong. I think I might throw some blue Archon shards on her to give her even more shields. But beyond that, it's like, yeah, whatever. I think I put a bunch of health Archon shards on her. Because she has 1200 health for me. Because essentially, with the shields, it's like you're basically guaranteed to have maximum adaptation. So your health is actually going to be pretty good. You're going to be able to tank some hits. You're going to be able to tank some toxin hits. Like, what I found is, like, I'm getting fucked up in, like, infested missions. Just, like, you know, regular Steel Path infested. Like, doing a Steel Path, you know, daily. Like, doing the incursions or whatever they're called. That kind of, you know, you're getting hit by infested dudes. They're one-tapping you. They're obliterating you. It's fucking annoying. What's Aetech saying? Then Hildren has no energy. You can actually crash the game with Volt and Breach Surge. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's your thoughts on Nidus in Circuit? I played him multiple times, but I neither run out of energy nor run out of stacks for 9. No, yeah, Nidus is like functionally invincible. Like, you should never be dying as Nidus. That's my whole philosophy, is like, if you fucking die as Nidus, you suck. Like, Nidus is so strong. Like, he's so fucked up. I just laugh my ass. Like, Nidus is like, goddamn. Like, who signed off on this? Especially Nidus Prime with the stats. It's like, oh my god. It's like, bro, seriously. I can't stand for it. Way too criminal. Bro, all your frames have super great detail. You gotta teach me how you... Wait, super great detail? What are you talking about? I mean, I want you to compliment me more, but that's just me being transparent. But I don't know what you mean. Like look, like the... It's basically, it's very simple. Like, I think I know what you're talking about. Basically, I try to have a lot of dark colors. I try to favor a lot of dark colors for like the wide, like the widest, the biggest areas of the Warframe should be dark. They should be a dark, deep red, or like a dark, like literally black. And then you should save the bright colors for like the metallics. Like literally only have a bright metallic or have a slightly brighter red. If is that what you're talking about? The left arm, right arm, chest. Oh, like the attachments. Oh, yeah. I have a bunch of attachments. I have like most of the armor pieces in the game. They're way too good. Oh, I guess I'm giving off these toxin procs now. Okay, when I kill enemies. Okay, cool. So that's also gonna lag my game. So yeah, let's just stay on the dual Ichor Incarnate all the time. But yeah, like I die as Nidus a lot. I need to play. Yeah, no, like Nidus is a triple Umbra tank. Nidus has Arcane Avenger. Nidus has a 30-meter grouping ability. Nidus has Undying, which saves you from death and only takes away 15 stacks. Nidus has an augment that fills all of your stacks instantly. Like, so much shit. Like, Nidus is like so criminal, and like all of his kit abilities are like so fucked up that it's like, who signed off on this shit? This is way too strong. But yeah, like, no, Nidus is like one of the strongest, if not the strongest, grouping based crowd control frames in the game, because he has Larva without the half range. Like, Larva has his ranged half. Like, only Coil Horizon doesn't have the half range, so you can get like 30 like fucking 33 meters on the vortex. It's so absurd. It's so criminal. I'm getting deleted for a zillion because I'm not actually spamming pillage, which I should just be spamming all the time. But I am just an idiot, folks. I am just a straight up simpleton, but I just love the dual ichor incarnate way too much. Wait, what augment? It's the augment for his 4. I think it's called, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the augment for his 4. Basically what happens is every stack gives you more stacks. And when you have enough power strength, which is really easy with Nidus having, I think literally if you just have triple Umbra plus Nidus's built-in power strength, you get like 160% bonus stacks for every stack. And it scales up, it scales off of itself or something, and it's really, really criminal. Yeah, but I run out of energy. Why are you running out of energy? The only ability you're using is his 1. And so it's like you're essentially only using his 2 when you're surrounded by enemies. You should be grouping at least 10 enemies with his larva. Like if you're not grouping up 10 enemies, there's no point to using a grouping ability, because you're trying to at least 10x your not only your abilities but also your weapon. So it's like functionally the best use for Nidus is to press 2 in the biggest group of enemies possible, and then try to throw down your 4 right in the middle of the arena. So essentially what you're hoping for when you're doing like a conjunction survival steel path is you want to go to an arena, you want to stay in the middle, you want to pull every enemy to the middle, and then essentially your goal from there is put down your 4 right in the middle, press your 2 in the largest group of enemies, and then spam 1. Like literally spam 1, and then as long as you're hitting more than 5 enemies, you're going to refill your energy instantly. And so you never need to worry about it. But you also have Rage. So Rage is also going to give you infinite energy. It's not super necessary, but I do like it because it's like that guaranteed energy. So it's really, really useful. I think you can trade off whether you're actually using Rage or not, but do not worry about it. Like that's the whole thing, is like I've been a grouping-based crowd control stan for so long that a lot of the most boring frames, like Hydroid, Inaros, you know, a lot of frames are basically just, you know, I've put Coil Horizon on them and that's it. We had Anthony Davis follow. I think I said that right. Yeah, Anthony Davis. Yeah, dude, shout out. I'll always be helping. Armor stripping to blow them up with Larva Burst. I'm using Theros Strike as well. Triple Umbra, yeah. I'm running out of energy. Yeah, that's the thing, is like I'm not playing him in endurance runs, so I won't be able to tell you how to play endurance runs. I'll only be able to tell you how to map wipe, or essentially clear out as many enemies as possible. And what I've always found is as long as you're using the right primary weapon, you can essentially clear out enemies regardless of level. And especially like when you're in Steel Pass circuits, like you end up with level 300, level 400 enemies. I'm not quite hitting that 500 mark, but they're still pretty high level. And what you find is like as long as you have a carry weapon, and as long as maybe you're even using just an S tier primary and also like a grouping based crowd control frame, you can clear out every enemy regardless of level. Like the scaling damage that you have at your fingertips is really, really something else in this game. And that's why, like, I think, you know, it just comes off a lot different than Destiny. Like for me, Warframe is way more of a math game than it is anything else. Like it's a lot more about stats and maximizing DPS and having this whole like infinite damage scaling abilities so that you can guarantee to delete everything literally up to whatever level. Is scaling infinitely. Like that's kind of the whole philosophy. I'm not really going that far because for me, playing Warframe for that long is an absolute waste, because it's like I could be doing a bunch of other shit at that point. You know, I've got Zeramin things to do. I've got what else? I've got Zeramin and Deviri. Like there's a lot of different game modes, like weekly game modes. And then it's also like I want to be getting Riven Slivers. So it's like a lot of it is like I need to be ranking up secondary weapons and melee weapons, and that is something that cannot really be done in long form conjunction survival. Like I won't really be able to keep up in long form conjunction survival with just the Lex Incarnate and like the, you know, the Sancti Magistar Incarnate. Like that's not really how the game is going to work. So what ends up happening is like I'm using this in like a little bit easier game modes, like things like a Railjack mission where I can potentially get a Forma or get a Riven Sliver at the end of the mission. Like a little bit different rewards, still a longer time, so you're still ranking up that weapon in the usage list, but it's like definitely a little bit different in terms of the actual gaming that you're doing. And that's the whole thing, is like there's a lot of different things to do in Warframe. You've got the Steel Path incursions, you've got the you know, you could be doing, oh my god, you could be getting Kuva from things like the Demos bounties, like the highest level Demos bounty. Like there's a bunch of random shit that you could be doing, and while you're doing all that shit, you could be ranking up your weapons in the usage list and creating this perfect usage list where you're forced to use weapons that maybe you wouldn't use otherwise. Like you create this list where you're like, okay, here are the weapons that I feel good to use, that I feel comfortable using in any game mode. I dropped the range mod on him for casting speed and blue shards for energy, since I find having more energy comfy. Yeah, but that's the thing, is like when you only have 90% range on Nidus, you have like 21 meters of larva. And that's enough to like pull in literally most of the enemies in an arena and then clear them out instantly, like less than a second. And that's pretty much how I do it. It's just too easy. I did want to say, oh, what else are you saying? Yeah, CC is the biggest concern in Circuit, hence why Magus Anomaly frees up your helmet slot. So you don't need to use CC helmets, but damage buffing helmets. Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Dude, what's the range on Magus Anomaly? That's always been my thing. Maybe I should just look that up right now. Because that might honestly be the secret hack. Because if you can just spam that, then yeah, it's like, what's the point? Just get Magus Anomaly. Let's look into it, folks. Let's do some research. Maybe if Ham and Hammy can carry me, let's just look up Magus Anomaly. Alright. Get back into it. Yeah, we're pretty much fine. Let's hit him with this. Let's hit him with this. And let's do some reading. Let's see what it is. Because if it's like 20 meters, that's fucking criminal. If it's like 40 meters, I'm going to be like, dude, what are you doing? 30 meters. Oh, wow. Wow. That is pretty good. Dude, that kind of changes a lot of shit. Because if you can have a built-in 30-meter pull, and you can just use it infinitely, that is pretty fucked up. If you write Magus Anomaly within square brackets... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I need to finish building all my Warframes. It's Mag, Frost, Bobbin this week. Then I need to move on to building Incarnants, because I've only Torrid and Lex, but have so many adapters in the inventory. Oh, yeah, well, dude. When you have all of them, it's so nice. Dude, now you've got me thinking. I will say, with a lot of frames, I pretty much just use the grouping ability because I don't use any other abilities. But yeah, like I don't even use any kind of damage buff or anything like that on most of those frames. Because like the whole philosophy is like, if they don't have a reason to use any other ability, then just use 280% range and just be fine with it. Like I'm not going to... Like Inaros is pretty much fine on his own. He doesn't really need a lot of buffs. He doesn't really need to use a bunch of shit. I'm pretty sure it pulls Eximus as well. Jesus Christ. That is criminal. That will change a lot of shit if that is true. That's kind of fucked up. Okay, what time is it? 8:08. Dude, we've got time for one more. What is this? Which tier is this? That's tier 3. So yeah, we're doing tier 4. Dude, I gotta look into that. If it pulls in Eximus, that is fucked up. That's really, but does it work on like disruption? That's what I found, because I really love Magus Lockdown on disruption, and I feel like it's still something that I would rather use. Just remember to take Anomaly off, because sometimes I want to heal my Warframes with the arcane that heals you, so I pull enemies towards me, forgetting that I have Anomaly on. Dude. Oh, there's Frost. I'm not going to use him though. I guess I'm using Ember in this situation. What do we get? Quellor. Ugh, Quellor isn't very good. I need to max rank Fortuna. Jesus Christ, dude. Maybe I do take Frost. No, I don't take Frost. I think I'm fine with this setup. Let's see. Dual Raza. I'll take Guandao. And I'll take Epitaph. I guess I'm using Epitaph and Guandao for the most part. Alright. Smoldering Strike I will take. No, I'm actually going to use Proficient Fighter. Alright, this is the last one, folks. Tig old biddies. Dude. Oh, and then unfollowed. Dude. Wouldn't really call it pull, more so a drag. Oh, is it like a good pull? Because that's the thing, it's like the vortex on Coil Horizon is really, really good. Just remember to take... Yeah, okay. No, I got you. Wait, where is he? Is he in here? No, we're good. We're all set up. We're ready for it. Let's do it. Alright, folks. Here we go. Last zone. Last run for level 4. Yeah, that's always been my thing is like... I think the only time I really ever use like some kind of grouping based crowd control ability is in a situation where the Warframe doesn't really need any kind of other stats. Like if they don't really need strength or something like that, I'm not going to like build for strength. Or if they have like built-in armor strip, I'm not really going to build for a lot of strength. And then I can just do like yeah, it doesn't ragdoll them, but it drags them against their will. Because they will be trying to go the other direction, but they'll be force pulled towards you. Wait, oh, does it... So it pulls... You pull enemies in when you're in your... Wait, I need to actually read what it says. Transfers back into their Warframe. Nearby enemies are pulled towards it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So I think I'm still okay to use the grouping based crowd control. I think I'm still probably going to use Coil Horizon because it's like I'm only really using it in situations where I don't have something else to use. But yeah, like if it's on transfer in, then that makes a little bit more sense. That's a little bit weirder. Something more, if it was like a true, like you just throw down a mine that pulls enemies in, I would be like, god damn, that's fucking criminal. Yeah, if it's like truly like lockdown, I'd be like, if you can just spam the hell of it, I'd be like, bro, you can't do that. Okay, here we go. I think I'm pretty much only going to use Breach Surge. We're actually dealing quite a bit of damage. Well, not on these guys, obviously, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so that makes more sense. It just kind of pulls them in for a duration. Okay, okay, I got you. Frost is really good to use for Anomaly. You can pull enemies armor strip them, Guandao or melee them. Oh yeah, dude. You got unlucky. What'd you get? Wait, let's look at your... Tenet, Archiplasma, or Lex Prime. Wait, you got unlucky? Why did you get unlucky? Because you're using Vauban? Do you have a dogshit Vauban build? Why did you have Overguard on Vauban? Wait, what is the Vauban build you're using? What is this build? Dude, you have 1100 Overguard. What is going on right now? I'm confused. Is he getting Overguard from melee kills or something? What's going on? Yeah, I understand not everyone wants to spam 5 on their keyboard, but since I play Eidolons, I have the habit of pressing 5 a lot for healing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't do Eidolons. I don't do, what's it called? I don't do Endurance. Like, I think Eidolons and Endurance covers, like, most of what a lot of the Warframe community actually does. Oh, you're Rhino? Oh, you're Rhino? Oh, I see now. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, you have your armor on Rhino is 1800. That's fucking awful, dude. Yeah, I feel bad for you, dude. If your Rhino is only getting 1800 armor, that sucks ass. That's garbage. Yeah, that's my thing is like a grouping based crowd control ability is something that you can just spam. Like you can just press 2 a whole bunch and then not have to worry about it. But yeah, if you can just press 5 a whole bunch, then you're pretty much fine. If Ham and Hammy is gonna fail, wrong build. Oh god, is this the stomp build? Are you using the Rhino stomp? Is that why I can't find any enemies?
What a waste.
I mean, that is just way too criminal. I guess we can shoot him right in the gut.
Once more, you will never
Okay, so the kitty walked in here, so I might have to let him out because he might need some help getting out of here. Oh, you got 90% roar. That's pretty good. Come on. DPS. There you go. Too easy. Spam this. Hit this. The only endurance I do is a Steel Path Circuit with Mesa. Oh my god. That's fucked. That's demon levels. Yeah, I don't do any of that. to me, the whole point is like, especially with steel pass circuits, you're gonna end up using random shit. So I want to use as much random shit as I can, so I can test it all out in actual gameplay. That's like, seriously, it's such a cool idea. That's like, I want to use as many different pieces of gear as I can. I think that's so much fun. It's really just too cool. If I put full armor on Rhino, then get the strength decree, the amount of iron skin and roar damage, dude. I know, dude. It's so awesome. I love Rhino's build. Rhino's build is just way too good. Way too much fun. Get some water.
With merely doing enough.
Oh, it just triggered right away. Fuck off. So dog shit. Here, you go look for shinies. Hammond, go look for shinies. My endurance is Volt on Kuva Survival. Dude. Like normal Kuva Survival or like long or like Steel Pass Kuva Survival? Do you get more in Steel Path? I feel like no. Oh, dude, this excavator is getting deleted. Alright. Look out. Look out. Nice. Steel Path. Too iconic. That is super fun. And then if you get like a Steel Path, what's it called? Where you can do the Relic mission as well on Kuva Survival, that is like so fucked up. Oh, I need to actually charge it. What am I doing? I'm not charging it. I'm stupid. I forgot how an excavation actually works. I guess there weren't really any batteries around, but now there are. Stomp that. Too easy.
Your excavator is on the brink of destruction. You allowed the enemy.
Oh, we only got 20. Oh my god, that's so dog shit. Oh, because the other one blew up. Oh, mine is still alive. Okay, I understand now. I'm on board. I'm on board. I didn't know what was happening, but now I understand. I didn't know what happened, but now I understand. I play with friends a lot in the circuit, so it doesn't really matter what frames we play as long as we're comfy with them. Dude, that's clutch. I love it. I mean, yeah, if you're in an actual squad and they're all competent Warframe players, then yeah, you can pretty much do whatever you want. What else are you saying? If you have a Zaku friend, they can use armor strip ability, and then you can see them to build combo counter on Valkyr, Excalibur, and they can have nourish buffs. So if you hit them with, they spread viral. Dude, so you literally have a team setup where you have every single buff. Like, you have all of the Helminth abilities to just have giga endurance. Like, that is so genius. And that's just like a testament to like what I end up always doing is just doing everything solo. So like my builds always end up being so much more weird, where I'm just essentially relying on a super strong primary or some super strong weapon, and then from there it's just survive with whatever build you've got on. Like I can kind of spam the epitaph. That works pretty well. Of course, with someone like Ember, it's a very weird build, but still a classic. Still instant fun. I mean, it seriously was not to love. Use Zephyr with max range and stay right next to her while she uses her 3, and bullets will not hit you. Dude, I think my Zephyr build is Arcane Avenger with Defy, and then you use max range, and then you can pull enemies in with her 2. And then once you pull enemies in, then you can pretty much just click them once with whatever weapon you have. No, doesn't matter what weapon. So she is like the ultimate definition of use whatever weapon you want and rank it up in the usage list. And it's just way too criminal. Zephyr will always be like one of my favorite frames, if not probably my favorite frame. Like easily my favorite frame. It's just way too fun. But yeah, let's just get into it, folks. Oh yeah, this is the Stomp build. Stomp. I'm kind of running out of energy right now. Do you want a rose? Dude, S2 Evan. I mean, if you're willing to give me a rose, absolute shout out S2 Evan. We're at a minute, or we're at an hour 20. We're about to close it out soon. So, oh, dude, shout out S2 Evan. Thank you for the rose. Let's get into some serious gameplay, folks. I mean, we're doing Steel Pass circuits. We've got the Epitaph. We've got the Guandao. It's just way too easy. Oh my God, is this the game where you frame a war? Yeah, you get framed for war crimes, actually. Yeah. It's like that one Tom Cruise movie that I don't remember. It's like that one Scientology man's movie. Let's see what I get. Let's see if I get anything good. Let's move some of these batteries over here. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah. You're basically the US. It's a USA sim. You play as like all of the top generals for the past 20 to 35 years, I guess. Like since the invasion of the Middle East. Bro, people actually play this still? Dude, shock. Hey, I like your profile picture. Is that just straight up your face? I can kind of see your face. Dude, shout out Shock. I mean, of course people play this game. People play a lot of games. There's a lot of games out there, and especially games that you get hooked on. There's a big audience for games that you can get hooked on. Yeah, bro. Hey, shout out. Or is it Excal? That's Ash. No, I'm using Ember. What the fuck? I'm using Ember. I'm using Breach Surge Ember. That's it. I played this when it came out. Yeah, when it came out, it was absolute dog shit. I'll be the first to admit it. It was not a good game when it came out. It was really like tanky and slow, and slowly but surely over time, they've like once Parkour 2.0 came out or whatever it was called, that kind of stepped up the bar. And especially with when you had like the open worlds, like they kind of have refined a lot of the mechanics over time that it's a completely different game. And I feel like once they do auto melee, like a lot of the things that I've hated about this game kind of come back into the fold, and I love it a lot more. I want to say, can I see your Ember build? I want to get some inspiration for a build. Yeah, my Ember build is Breach Surge plus spamming those guys, and then also hitting fire, whatever it's called, plasma. I don't even remember what it's called at this point. We've got End Ninja saying, hey, saw you on TikTok and wanted to see what you're about. Dude, End Ninja, shout out. Welcome to the YouTube chat. Yeah, I mean, I love YouTube because I have a bunch of playlists, and I think I need to go back through and update some of my playlists, but dude, check out the playlist. I've got a bunch of different games I've reviewed. I've got a bunch of different Warframe shorts. There's some Warframe videos that currently are YouTube only. So like all of my Incarnon reviews are YouTube only. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm banking a bunch of videos. And then at some point when I take a break and I change my format, then I'm going to move into just uploading those on TikTok. Without having to do any kind of like literally I'll just have free videos that I can post on TikTok. But then that means that I'll have to do different videos on YouTube. So I don't know how I'll basically have a surplus of videos on my YouTube over the TikTok. So the TikTok will be a little bit behind. But for now, I want to stick with doing game reviews until I can get a decent amount of followers. And so we'll figure out what kind of game we're actually doing. What's going on? You like Destiny 2? They're kind of similar. Yeah, well, a lot of my friends play Destiny 2. But I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where I feel like I can't get into another game. Like I can't sink my teeth into another game when I already have so much content to do in Warframe. Like I already have, it's basically like Warframe, and then I can choose from about 3 to 5 other games to play on a weekly basis. And then from that point on, it basically means that I can swap around. So I'm not playing Warframe all the time. I have weeklies to do in Warframe. But then beyond that, I'm doing like an Elden Ring Reforged run. I'm doing like a Whisker Squadron. I'm playing a lot of Infinite Runners. I'm also trying to do some more Synthetic 2. So it's like it's kind of hard for me to go back and forth. Shock. There are 53 Warframes. There are 53 unique characters for you to play. And obviously you got the Prime versions of a lot of them. And right now, currently, Grendel Prime is the next Prime frame coming out. And Grendel Prime looks absolutely awesome. I'm so excited for Grendel Prime. Grendel Prime is going to be another triple Umbra tank. He's going to be so much fun to play. I'm going to have a bunch of Warframes to rank up in my usage list. So I'm going to be only playing Wisp Prime, Grendel Prime, and Dagoth for a very long time. I'm probably going to stop playing Wisp Prime and swap to Dagoth for a while, and then Grendel Prime will just kind of sit in my usage list for a very long time. So that's kind of the vibe right now. I want to say we also had Mike follow. Yeah, I'm kind of a new player. I'm at Sedna right now. I'm trying to craft Sun and Moon and crafting Wukong. Dude, I love Wukong. I feel like if you can get one good, or like, I feel like if you can get 3 to 4 good Prime Warframes and like 3 to 4 meta or S tier primaries, then you're pretty much good for the entire game, and you can do whatever content you need. Like, you definitely need a boss killer weapon. You need some kind of crowd clearing weapon. You need a lot of different weapons that need to be really, really strong. So there's definitely a lot of builds that you can use. So I love those types of weapons. And for me, it's like, you don't need a lot of weapons, but if you have a few different weapons to swap around and a few different warframes, you can pretty much cover every game mode. Like, I know that you can use your operator to do a lot of the spy missions, so you don't really need something like Ivara, but I love Ivara. She's really fun for spy missions. She's an absolute classic. There's a lot of warframes that make the game a lot easier. Like getting Wukong Prime. Wukong Prime can basically just do a lot of games, like a lot of missions, because he's just really, really strong. He just never dies. So he's pretty classic. Like, he has 1500 armor built in. His 3, if you can time it right, you can actually deal a lot of damage. So it's really, really fun. But yeah, the whole end goal of Warframe is to have everything and use everything. Not just like have every Warframe and not use them because you don't like them. Like, have every Warframe and figure out a way for you to make a Warframe more fun. Whether that's using Coil Horizon or using, you know, some kind of armor stripping or something like that. Like, there's a lot of different ideas that you can use to make the Warframes more fun. And that's my whole thing, is like, Helminth kind of makes the game be like, hey, if you don't like a Warframe, figure out a way to like them. Don't just write a Warframe off. Figure out a way that you can be like, here, this is my build for Hydroid. That makes him a lot better. And I know Hydroid's getting a big rework in October, and I'm really excited for that. But, you know, I already have a Hydroid rework, and it's called Coil Horizon, and it's really lazy, but he doesn't need strength. His 1 with the augment gets corrosive procs, so you get guaranteed corrosive procs. You pull enemies onto that area, and then you're pretty much good for the time being. You don't really need to worry about it. You're as good as you need to be. So it's not something that's super scary. It's not intimidating. You're grouping enemies up and clearing them out pretty much instantly. So it's really fun. That's honestly the whole vibes. How many more missions do we have? Is this the last one? We might have one more after this. 1999 frame. Yes. I'm so hyped for that. I want to see Whispers in the Wall, though. I know I'm just going to be absurdly strong and just clear them out instantly, but I'm so excited for that. It's such a fresh take, and I'm really, really into it, and I'm like, dude, show me more. Show me more. Give me some real serious game modes. We're done. We're out of here. That's it. That's the stream, folks.
Just as I did before.
8:28. Perfect timing. Yeah, we're done. I want to say shout out the YouTube chat. We had a ton of viewership. We had Aetex. We had End Ninja. Obviously, shout out TikTok as always. I have Rhino and Limbo right now besides Wukong crafting. Limbo's really, really good. I love Limbo as well. Shout out Ham and Hammy for joining us for some gaming. It was really, really fun to have you guys in. Shout out Ham and Hammy. We're leaving the squad. So yeah, shout out YouTube. Shout out TikTok. We had some great viewership. We're out of here on YouTube. Take care, guys. Bye.